Hello, welcome back. It's time for a bit of an unboxing, and it's a hell of a monster one today. Hello, welcome back to my world of stuff. My name is Paul Mount. I don't do a lot of unboxings on this channel, but I do them occasionally for special box sets and things that arrive. And I'm doing this one today for a set which arrived yesterday. It's now Wednesday and this arrived on Tuesday. I often see people, physical media collectors, who have deliveries and don't unbox them for days and days. And I always think, why? How can you not unbox a parcel that you've received? This one arrived yesterday when I was out. I know what it is, and I was planning to do an unboxing for it anyway, so I might as well tear it open in front of you good guys today. If you're new here, incidentally, if you're new to the channel, why not think just for a second of liking and subscribing to the channel? And when you thought about it, you could actually do it by clicking that like and subscribe button or that QR code, which you can scan with your phone. It will make sure that you're part of this channel and this community, and it is a community. It's a really nice, safe place where people talk about genre stuff and fantasy and films and TV and boxes and Doctor Who, without fear of reprisal and fury and anger and toxicity and so on. So why not think of joining me? That would be great, because at the moment, my analytics show me that 56% of people who watch the videos aren't subscribers, which seems crazy to me. So why not subscribe to the channel and stick around and see what's what. So back to the unboxing. This comes from Hammer. I will tell you that for nothing. You'll have seen it on the thumbnail. Hammer Studios, the legendary custodians of British horror movie making in the 1960s and into the 70s. They are going back and looking at their massive archive of films and bringing them out in what can only be described as definitive box set editions. I'm not collecting all of them because they are a bit pricey, but I did get the two Quatermass films because I do like them. And I've got this one because it is a landmark. It is the first classic Hammer horror film. It's the movie which set them off on the course that was to stand them in such good stead for over a decade, as they reinvented the parade of legendary Universal classic monsters for a new generation and in full-blooded colour. So let's open this one and I will show you what's inside and give you all the details about what's in store if you were to pick up this rather nice, tasty box set. Let's talk about it. As I say, this came yesterday, Tuesday, and I didn't open it last night when I got home. I was out for most of the day and this was here, and I didn't open it because I've been planning to do an unboxing anyway, so I thought I would do it today. I've saved it until today, and with the delicacy you might expect, tearing open the box and revealing inside with some leaflets that can go. So there it is, the Curse of Frankenstein, the lovely new Hammer restoration from their gorgeous new remastering 4K series. Absolutely beautiful, and it looks like a beautiful thing. As I said, I've got the two Quatermasses on the shelf. Looking forward to this one joining them. As we open up the cellophane, I will show you what's in store if you choose to purchase this set. If you don't want to pay the full price for this set, because it is about 60 quid, there is a non-box set version which you can get for about 24, 29 quid, something like that, which has got a lot of the special features, but not the bits and bobs, the ephemeral bits and bobs that come with this. Chuck that to one side. And that. So there it is, the Curse of Frankenstein. Now, interestingly, Frankenstein, the Curse of Frankenstein, isn't my favourite character of the genre and of the Hammer years. I'm more of a vampire Dracula man, but it's a classic film, and as I said, it is a landmark film and a very important film because it's the one that set Hammer off in their horror direction, because they've been making thrillers, sci-fi films like the Quatermass films, but this really got them on their way. So when you look at the set, it has a fairly bog standard little supporting J card, and the set itself opens out. Oh, look at this. So there's a nice sturdy box with nice embossing of the Curse of Frankenstein and the Hammer on the front, and on the back the Hammer logo, a John Gore Studios company. And there it is, the Curse of Frankenstein. It will haunt you forever, apparently, absolutely forever. And as usual with these sets, again, another big sturdy box inside. I mean, they really do, look at that beautiful piece of artwork. They really do go the extra mile with these sets to give you fantastic value for money. Before I open up the set itself. I mean, look at those lovely illustrations of the Frankenstein monster and the Dr. Frankenstein himself. Let's look at what comes with the set. As usual, we get a lovely poster. I mean, as I said, a lot of the posters in here I am actually going to frame up and put on display. That's foreign version, Italian, Spanish, and well, that's a very nice French poster. As you can see, really, I mean, gorgeous art on front and back. Interesting that they've not put an English language poster, but the whole point of these sets really is to be definitive and to show you how these films were represented internationally as well as in the UK. We also have, as is usual for these sets, a very nice set of cards, lobby card facsimiles. And I love the old lobby cards. I've spoken about them before. The cards that you used to get when you used to go to the cinema, you would have a panel of the wall outside the cinema which would have stills from the film. You don't get that now, which is such a shame. And these are lovely. Look at that, the Curse of Frankenstein. Really nicely. I imagine they've been colorized. I think they would have been in black and white, even though the film's in color. But these are really atmospheric stills. The brilliant Peter Cushing there as Dr. Frankenstein at work in his laboratory. I mean, I love these films, especially these early films, because they're period pieces. The attention to period detail is astonishing. You've got Peter Cushing, you've got Christopher Lee, admittedly in the, I wouldn't call it a minor role, but as the creature. Fantastic. I'm really looking forward to watching this again. This could be one I'll be watching tonight. And if you're interested, I might do a review of the film and the contents, the special features and so on, just in case you are thinking, shall I buy this or not? And that, I think, is Hazel Court, who is one of the stars of the film. And there he is. Christopher Lee is the monster, the creature. Not Frankenstein. Frankenstein's the scientist. Creature. There he is, about to attack Hazel Court. So that's a really nice set of really nice lobby cards, which I'll put over there for now. We then get The Curse of Frankenstein, the horror classic as a graphic novel. We've had these in the Quatermass sets. We had the Quatermass comic strips that were edited and commissioned by Des Skin for his, I think it's House of Hammer magazine. This one appeared in issues 2 and 3. I've got those obviously from the box sets that I had. Curse of Frankenstein, here it is as comic strip. And the interesting thing about this is I already have it, because a few years ago from eBay I picked up this collected classics. I think there's a selection of these books that collected some of those comic strips into 4 separate editions, and I picked up this one which has the comic strip version of Dracula, and then of course we have Frankenstein as it appears, obviously slightly reformatted for this little booklet, but the same strip. These are nice sets actually, if you can pick any of them up. I think there's 4 or 5 of them which you can probably pick up on eBay, which have got the adaptations of some of those classic Hammer films. This one's got Dracula, Curse of Frankenstein, and The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires, which was the 1970s Hammer film which tried to blend vampirism with Kung Fu. Not sure that it worked entirely. But this is, yeah, it's a lovely little graphic novel. It's nice handy hand-sized, really nice atmospheric artwork. And then we also get the Books of Frankenstein Volume 1, clearly suggesting that Hammer are going to be working through the entire Frankenstein canon. And again, these are books which, I mean, look at the contents. Articles, features. It's a 170 odd page book. Remember Bray Studios. I'm creating man, a man who cannot be destroyed. We've created a monster, examining the BBFC's long-standing issue with combining sex and violence. The real hero of Hammer, set designer Bernard Robinson. If you look through it, I mean, beautiful full colour photograph there of Mr. Peter Cushing himself, Christopher Lee. I mean, wow. This is something you could just sit down, and I probably will just sit down and read from beginning to end because it's absolutely fascinating. So that's the extra bits and pieces that you get with the films, and I'm very pleased with all of that. Let's look then at the discs themselves, and here we are, as I said, encased in this lovely box with great artwork of Christopher Lee, and Mr. Cushing on the back, and then opens up. Oh, very nice illustrations inside of the characters from the film. Opens up then into this, you probably won't even see it all on here, this beautiful 6-disc set, which has everything you could possibly want. It's the films in 4K and on Blu-ray with the special features repeated across the discs. If I take out disc 1 here, which is from there, you will see this is a new 2025 commentary from Kim Newman, Barry Forshaw and Stephen Jones. Another commentary from Marcus Hearn and Jonathan Rigby. Then we have Reviving the Curse of Frankenstein, alternative scene. Anyway, I know that there are alternative versions. There's an eyeball scene, for example, which I think was removed in the British version. And then you have the 4K version, which has special features, more commentaries, more documentaries, Gothic history of Frankenstein, topped and tailed. Because of the spindles in the middle, it's hard to see what's on each individual disc, but that's the Blu-ray 4K version of the special features. Then you get the Blu-ray, which again includes the special features from the 4K, and disc 4, more special features. Disc 5 is a purely special features, a Blu-ray disc with an interview with the director Jimmy Sangster from 1997. Features Frankenstein Reborn, Life with Sir, The Resurrection Men, Hideous Progeny, Torrents of Light. I mean, I don't know what all of these things are yet, so I'm really going to enjoy the next few days just plunging into this and sampling everything that's in here. And on the last disc, you'll see we have Flesh and Blood, Mr. Cushing and Mr. Lee, outtakes, narration outtakes, Tales of Frankenstein, a pilot from an old series called The Tales of Frankenstein. Don't know a lot about that. And the tale of the Tale of Frankenstein. So it is, as we expect, absolutely definitive. I mean, look at that. As it stretches out. I know you can't actually see all 6 discs unless I move it around a bit. But it is a gorgeous looking set for a very important film in the history of British horror and British movie making, because Hammer, I do feel Hammer gets not exactly forgotten, but I think it doesn't get a good press sometimes, because I think people just think, well, it's just stupid horror films. But they're more than that. They're a great part of British culture, and they're important because they were massive in the 60s and 70s and brought a lot of work and money into the country. So there we are. Very happy with that. I will put the set back together. It's a lovely thing, and I appreciate, it is quite a price point, but you do, I think, get your money's worth with these sets because they are absolutely definitive. These films aren't going to be released on any physical media format in the future. I can't imagine that we're going to go much higher than 4K. Certainly not in terms of collectors. I think that this is absolutely it. And if you're a fan of these films, and I think a lot of people watching this channel probably are, you're going to want this on your shelf. Fantastic set available now. And as I said, there is a cheaper version which has a lot of special features, but not all the bump. And if you don't want posters and art cards and books and things, you may well be happy with that. But I just like to get certain films. I won't be buying all of the Hammer box sets, not just because of the price, but also because there's some that I am less fond of than others. But I think the Dracula and Frankenstein sets, possibly the Mummy, are going to be must pick up, especially with that sort of completism to the additional material that you get. So there we are. That's Curse of Frankenstein, the new 4K Hammer box set, which is out this week, still available. You can pop onto Zavvi and Amazon and HMV and so on, pick it up there. Or, as I said, if you want that slightly cheaper version, that's there too. Right, before I go, one last thing. If you want to see more of this face, and let's face it, who wouldn't? You might want to pop over to my friend Terry Cooper's YouTube channel. He puts up videos every Tuesday. He is a model maker, artist, writer, creator. He does lots and lots of stuff, very much an everyman. And he's got a YouTube channel and he puts up videos every Tuesday, but he does other videos during the week as well, other bits and pieces. And a couple of weeks ago, we had a nice little old chin wag on Zoom for about an hour. He has now edited it and put it up on his channel. So if you want to take a look at it, I'll put a link here and also in the description down below. And you can see me and him chatting over Zoom with everything that using Zoom entails. Just chatting about fantasy stuff, odd things we've done. We've both sort of acted in crime reconstruction things for the TV. That's where we met, actually. And we talk a lot about Doctor Who, for those of you who are interested in the old Time Lord. So there's lots of chat there which you might be interested in. So pop over and have a look. And don't forget, if you do, like Terry's channel and subscribe to Terry's channel. That's the least you can do, I think, really. Right, thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Lots more stuff to come. Another unboxing later in the week, hopefully, of another box set, which I am very much looking forward to. You know who that is. And lots more stuff coming up for Halloween season. And a few other odds and sods. So plenty to come. Stick around. I'll see you soon. Until I do, keep taking the stuff.